In this video, we're going to install this Dometic fridge inside the 4Runner along with a battery system. I think this is the layout I'm going to go with, and there's a few reasons for it. One, I want enough room for the battery so that I can actually upgrade it in the future. Lithium is going to be a little bit different dimensions, and I want the battery to be able to breathe. The charge controller needs to breathe too, and it needs about 2 inches on most of its sides. And the fans are actually going to go this direction, which should push the heat from underneath this cabinet out through this hole here. This is not going to be sealed. It's going to have a little bit of gaps around it for breathing. And here's our mount. Simple. Easy to get undone if I need to pull it out. We'll get rid of this handle because we won't need it. But yeah, and then our fridge is going to come right over the top of the battery. Okay, let's see what we did. Yeah, looks pretty good. A few more. I would say that did a pretty good job, honestly. I think anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know in the comments. So another use for this thing that I didn't realize is you can actually crimp these style butt connectors with it. I thought you could only do like the brass kind, but totally works with this. Let's try it out. That easy. Yeah, cool. Put some heat shrinking on it and it'll be nice. We're almost done. We're in the home stretch. We have one more thing to do, and that is run an ignition source line. What this does is tells the renogy when to turn on. It's important that we find the correct line to tap into because we only want the DC to DC charger to turn on when the vehicle is actually running. Now, some other DC-DC chargers, they will sense the voltage coming in, and when the voltage is high enough, they'll turn on. The problem with this is, when you turn your vehicle off, the voltage on your battery from the vehicle running is actually high enough to continue charging the other batteries until the voltage drops to a certain point. I don't want that. I want the DC-DC charger to turn off completely when I kill the ignition. Also, if I put a charger on the main battery, I don't want the charger on the rear to turn on and steal from the main battery. So let's get this installed. Also, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get you in here, so just trust me, there's a fuse box under here. I'm gonna use my little meter to find an ignition source. And yeah. No? Well, I paused yesterday because clearly it's raining. So let me show you what we got. Yesterday we were wiring the control wire in. It's in the fuse box up there, tapped in, underneath the panels here, right along here, through here, and then up into your D+ slot here. The other thing I did too is I adjusted the dip switches according to my battery voltage. The manual right here goes through all of this. It's very detailed, very easy to understand, and it just understand what voltage your battery needs, and then go through here and that'll tell you what dip switches you need to switch. Very easy and intuitive. We have all the cabling mounted down. This is how it looks thus far. I might move this around when I put the top part of our well, when we finish our project, but this is how it's going to be so far, and I think I'm liking it. So the only thing to do now is to actually test it. Remember, this should only come on with the ignition on. Right now, it's completely off. Looks like it came on perfectly fine. Appears to be charging. Let's take a look. Indeed, it is charging. 14.3. I have it set up so that it's supposed to be 14.4, but that's close enough. So it'll charge at 14.4, and it'll float at 14.5. Oh, I just wanted to show you this. While I moved back here to go and turn the fridge on, it just went to float. So we're floating at 13.45, which is right in spec for that battery. So let's turn the fridge on. See what happens. I just felt it kick on. So naturally, we shouldn't see any draw here really with that DC-DC charger putting in, putting in 20 amps into the battery. If the battery drops even a smidge, that charger should be able to keep up, no problem, because this doesn't draw that much power. But yeah, that's it. That's the install of this thing. I think it's pretty good. We will have this covered. That'll be coming in the next project. And also, we're gonna add some insulation to this fridge. Anyway, that's the fridge project. I think it turned out pretty well. It's gonna be pretty sleek, and I'm excited when actually we get our platform back here in our drawer, and it'll make this thing a really, really fun little rig. Nice and compact, and that's what I like. Maybe we'll even be able to sleep back here. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.